played by Connie Hyde, was introduced to the world of Coronation Street back in 2017 as Sally Denver, estranged sister who had been stalking her online. The pair soon reconnected, and before she left 2 years later, the sisters found their relationship was in the strongest place it had ever been and they were going to keep in touch. True to their word, they have been corresponding off-screen, but in upcoming scenes on the ITV soap, some hints are dropped Gina could be making her long-awaited return to the cobbles after 3 years away. The drama kicks off next week on the weeknight serial drama as Sally and her husband Tim Metcalfe, Joe Dutton, finally have the house to themselves following Elaine Jones, Paula Wilcox, exit. Having spent the last few weeks treading on eggshells because Tim's mother was being so interfering, the pair enjoy some alone time together. However, the couple are yet to properly address why their communication broke down when Tim discovered he was having a triple heart bypass and didn't tell his wife. They might have been hoping they could brush the matter under the carpet, but Sally would want to iron things out as they continue to develop their marriage. Not too long after they get the house back to themselves, the mother of two gets a call from her sister Gina and makes a big decision. After taking the phone call, Sally goes to Victoria Gardens where she tells her friend and neighbor Abby Franklin, Sally Carmen, she is going to leave Weatherfield for a couple of weeks. This is because she is going to stay with her sibling and it could possibly give her time to think about whether she still wants to be married to Tim. The stalwart's husband could be completely oblivious to the fact his wife has been feeling this way and could carry on with his everyday life. When she returns to the cobbles in a few weeks' time, he could get the shock of his life when she comes back with Gina in tow. The former resident could give the couple some time to talk as Sally tells her spouse she wants a divorce and they should go their separate ways. Tim would want to fight for his marriage, but Sally could explain they are beyond the point of repair and Gina will be moving in to support her during the first few months of the separation. This means she would want her husband to move out and find somewhere else to live so she can rebuild her life without him. Gina could become somewhat of a nuisance to Tim as every time he tries to talk to his wife, she could make sure he doesn't have any communication with her. Sally's sister could stay until the divorce is finalized and Tim finally gets the message he can no longer be married to his wife. But as Sally realizes she doesn't want to live alone, Gina could decide she is going to stick around permanently and could be reintroduced as a regular character. The door was always left open for Gina to return in the future as her exit storyline was explosive, to say the least. After arguing with her sister on the roof of the Underworld factory, Gina was horrified when her sister fell through the construction. Fortunately, the stalwart survived, but it made her sister re-evaluate their relationship and think about how they were going to support each other going forward. Having interfered in her sister's marriage as well whilst she was in prison, Gina thought it was best to give them some time together alone. Could it be coincidental she could be brought back at the time when her sister's marriage is on the brink of collapse? How well do you know your British soaps? How many times has Ian Beale been married in EastEnders? What is the name of Bianca Jackson and Ricky Butcher's son on EastEnders? On EastEnders in 2002, who accidentally ran Jamie Mitchell over in his car which caused his death? How many times has Corey's Steve MacDonald been married? What happened to Emily Bishop in Coronation Street? Who murdered Maxine Peacock in Coronation Street in 2003? Which incident in 1993 killed off 4 characters in Emmerdale? When did the show stop being known as Emmerdale Farm? On what day did Hollyoaks air its first episode? What was the name of the much-loved Coronation Street pet dog who was put down in April 2020 after 14 years? 1996 saw the arrival of one of Hollyoaks' all-time bad boys and rival of Kurt Benson, but who is he? Who is the longest-serving character on Coronation Street? Who shot Phil in EastEnders? How many fires have there been at Corey's Rover's return? Get out of my pub, you're no Soaps fan. You're either too young to remember the big lines or have better things to do on weekday evenings. Casual viewer, you watch them sometimes so you kinda know what's been going on. Die-hard fan, you love watching the soaps so much your entire week is planned around when they air. Speaking about her casting in 2017, the actress who played Gina, Connie, said it was a dream come true. She got to play a character on the show. The soap star said at the time, Sally and Gina are on different social levels and Gina brings out the past Sally has tried to forget. I think she's quite childlike and naive and tries to make Sally laugh and be happy, while Sally is more protective of Gina. I've been an actress for 27 years and it's always been my dream to be on Coronation Street. I grew up with the show and I was so excited about the role. I felt like I knew Gina straight away, she said in an interview with Inside Soap. Following Gina's attempts to seduce Tim whilst her sister was in prison, Gina star Connie also explained whether her character was jealous of Sally. The actress said, they both grew up in the gutter and come from a rough, dysfunctional background. Sally got out very early on and Gina didn't, which is the cause of a lot of her problems. I think she's happy for Sally, but Gina wonders what would have happened had she got out, and if Sally had been there for her a bit more when they were younger. She also told Radio Times how she switches off from playing such a quirky character, explaining, with a big glass of wine. I also have an allotment, I grow my own veggies. Courgettes, onions, purple sprouts for Christmas. They are lovely. I brought the courgettes in for the cast as I grew so many. I think gardening is good for mental health and it helps me unwind.